Alright, I want to do a quick video about this Jesse Williams speech. And it just seems like that everyone has just been talking about this. Social media, it's even made the news. So many YouTube videos, people posting their comments. So I want to go ahead and post my 2 cents about the whole Jesse Williams speech. First of all, I don't understand what what the whole thing is all about. He gets on, he gets on the BET Awards and kind of goes on this rant about how white people have taken over the industry, and somehow poor black people, we don't have the smarts and the money and the resources to understand this and to actually put an end to it. So poor black folks who are stuck in the industry. And to me, the whole thing it's a publicity stunt. And the reason why I say that is because black people have more than enough money and resources. Just like I said in my Oscar So White's video, black people have more than enough resources to make a change in Hollywood if they want. But black folks ain't gonna do it. I'm sitting back and I'm looking at all of these artists who are, and these movie actors and actresses who are standing up and they're clapping and putting their fist up and all of this stuff, black power and all of that. And at the end of that speech, and probably at the end of the BET Awards, these same people turned right around and went back to the studio, started recording the music for the people that he just got finished talking about. Some of these actors and actresses probably went right back to their trailers, getting ready to film these movies, probably checking their emails to see if they landed a part in one of these white people movies. You see what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure all of that fell on deaf ears, and it was just probably just at the height of his emotion. And that's one thing about us black people. We're so emotional. We're going to sit back and we're going to be emotional just for those 5 minutes. But then, after that happens, it's back to life, back to reality. So right now, black people, I've seen people posting this picture as their Facebook profile and all of that. But white people are not fooled by this. I'm not fooled by this. And the reason why you don't see a whole bunch of white people, being outraged over this is because white people know that us as black people, we're just emotional people. And by next week, this thing is going to die down. So they really don't care. They've seen it before. Jesse Williams isn't the first one to have put on a speech like this. I mean, if you remember, I think about a decade ago, Prince did the same thing. People were standing up, clapping, and rappers and singers and actors and actresses were standing up, clapping, and all of this stuff. And they went right back to recording the music that degrades black women, that talks about black men going out killing other black men, selling drugs to other black men and other black women. And I mean, if you think about it, a decade ago, when Prince gave that speech, to now, the industry has gotten worse. And it's like black people didn't learn anything. And they're not going to learn anything from this speech. Not at all. This is just some hype. And then what was interesting to me is that this guy he's mixed. His dad is black, mom is white, and he's talking about white people taking his culture and gentrifying the neighborhoods and gentrifying rap music and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, dude, your mom is white. So how do you even get to the point to where, how do you utter this stuff out of your mouth with your mom sitting in the audience? I mean, is she included as one of these white people, or is she not, or is she just one of the different white people? Now it's pretty interesting to me. And like I said, black folks, they ain't gonna do nothing about it. Ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, somebody else will probably do this, probably do the same thing, 5 or 10 years from now. It means nothing. And what's interesting is that all of this is happening under a black president's watch. So why are we even having these conversations of black people getting treated so badly when we have a black president that's in office? And everybody praised this man like he was just gonna come and just racism was just gonna go away, black people were gonna be so liberated. And guys like this have to get up and make speeches like this under the black president's watch. So black people, before you start getting all liberated and getting all into your emotions, think, man, use your brain. Just use your brain. And I mean, I really can't say anything else but that. Just think, man. I mean, if we really want to go somewhere and we really want to do something, I mean, we gotta cut some of this ignorant stuff out. One hand, people are gonna be so liberated about somebody standing up and saying, "Hey, this is what's going on in the industry," like we don't know. We been knew what was going on in this industry. It's been going on since the beginning of time, and black people still ain't got it. They still gonna turn around, like I said earlier, go out, record music for whitey. They're gonna go out and do their acting on these shows and on these movies for whitey. There ain't nothing gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. That's for me in my house. As always, I'm gonna serve the Lord. I don't get into the whole, soul brother handshake. We black, we same. I don't get into none of that. So, this virus is gonna die down, just like all of the other movements. And if you are black and you really do want to see a positive change in black people, start in your household. Separate yourself from certain people who don't want more in life. Raise your children. Stay in your children's lives. Raise them the right way. Raise them with the foundation of Christ. Because that's the only way black people are really going to liberate and be able to move on and start looking past skin color. Everything isn't about black versus white. So much more going on out there. So much. And if you continue to be distracted by race, if race is distracting you, then all you got to do is look around yourself and see where you live and see how things are for you and see how your life is. And then you can make a determination if you're going to continue to have these blinders on when it comes to race, or if you're going to take these blinders off and look at the world and look at what foundation that you really need to establish in your household to make sure that your kids don't grow up repeating the same cycles. So that's basically my little rant and rave about that subject. Men, man up, women up. Well, woman up, excuse me.